I saw something that sent chills down my spine. What was it? Behind the checkout counter, David's parents begging for help. I quickly tried to pull them out, shouting for my friends, but it was too late. As I was doing it, they passed away. My friends came running. David, who was already emotional after Jack's death, now broke even more. He fell to his knees, regretting that he hadn't gone with his parents when they asked him to come to the grocery store. He thought maybe he could have saved them, but it was too late. We tried consoling him, but he didn't say a word. Then, after about 30 seconds, he finally spoke.
I won't spare anyone.
As he stood back up, he made a promise to his parents.
I will kill every single zombie in the world and save as many people as possible.
Then he looked at us and said,
Let's go. I have to complete my promise now.
We exhaled, gathered ourselves, and started moving out of the store. Now we had food and the essentials to survive. The next place was the hospital. It's nighttime now, because the hospital we were going to was very far. It took us about 3 hours. In the back of my mind, I was thinking, is David stable enough to continue? Is he okay now? Because the whole time, he wasn't saying anything. Mike tried lighting the mood by cracking a joke. No one laughed. John tried talking to him. And I was just preparing for what was about to happen to us at the hospital, because I knew this place would have a lot waiting for us. Then finally, we reached it. The hospital where John's parents worked. We parked in a safe spot and went to explore it. Or realistically, we were just walking into death. But it was silent, almost like it was abandoned. But we knew it wasn't, because John's parents had literally gone to work here this morning. It was weird as hell, because at a time like this, hospitals should be working more than anything. But this one wasn't looking like it. John even started checking Google Maps, just to make sure it was the right place. But whatever, we had to go in. So we grabbed our essentials and went inside the hospital. Getting in was easy. Even though the front door and gates were locked, we broke the window and got in. The moment I landed inside, things started feeling off. Mike gagged after about 2 seconds.
Dude, this place smells horrible.
John said,
Yeah, I didn't know it would be this bad.
Then David started speaking.
It's because many people might have died in this hospital, especially from zombies.
He thought he was aura farming, but in reality, he just looked like this emoji. But it made sense. We shined our flashlight and started moving. We weren't hearing a single noise, only crickets and creaking. There was a lot of blood on the floor and walls. At one point, we reached a place that looked like an operation room. Tools scattered all over the place. Mike grabbed a scissor as if he'd use it for protection. John was checking every medicine, making sure it was safe, not expired, and useful for us, then putting it in our backpacks. David was examining the surroundings, making sure we didn't get attacked. And I was just standing there, amazed at everything I saw. Beds, machines, tools, medicines, odd devices, and a body. As we were doing all of this, we heard footsteps directly above us. We all went quiet. Someone was walking on the second floor, right above us, but they didn't sound like zombies. The footsteps were steady, normal, human. We sprinted upstairs, hoping to find something, and we reached the hallway of the second floor. It was completely dark, like completely. You wouldn't have been able to see a single object in it. We hesitated a bit. Not because we were scared, except John, but because we didn't want to get hurt. If someone was actually in the dark and we got jump scared, I knew I wouldn't be able to handle it. We tried shining our flashlights in, but we were only able to see a few feet into it. Then we saw something. A hand swing across the floor and land right at David's feet. My dude had just watched his parents die in front of his eyes. And now this. We couldn't believe what we saw. John was shaking at his feet. Mike looked like he wanted to jump out the window. David was stunned. And I just accepted my fate. Then a zombie appeared, moving like this. I still don't know what he was up to. He was slowly walking toward us. At first, we didn't do anything. We were too shocked. Then John went up and threw a pocket knife at the zombie, but he dodged. He climbed the wall super fast, got behind us, and tried to attack. David was able to keep up. He punched him in the stomach. I sped up and grabbed its neck. Then Mike came and finished the zombie with the scissor he'd been showing us earlier. I guess he was planning to use it to protect himself. We killed him. I looked at his shirt and saw it was hospital staff, which meant it had turned recently. Then the lights in that hallway started flickering. We saw almost 20 zombies in the corridor, all staring at us. We prepared ourselves for the 4v20 we were about to have. Then, someone grabbed my neck from behind and dragged me into a hole. When I opened my eyes, I was completely alone. Everything around me was pitch black, like I'd fallen into the void. Then I heard footsteps coming at me from the side. I turned to look, and